Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever. Look, it's Crash Team Racing. And if you can spare me just a moment of your time, I'm gonna show you something that's pretty cool. It's a very complicated thing, like, to pull off too. It's not gonna look complicated because you're going to have like a very straightforward way of doing it that I'm about to present to you. But like the instructions that were relayed to me to do this is really complicated. And like this is not gonna be any tomfoolery either. It sounds like tomfoolery though. It sounds like the kind of bullshit that you would hear on like on an elementary school playground back in the year 2000 or something. But this is some legit shit, okay? Now, to do this, you'll need a Crash Team Racing save file that has at least one boss race open, unlocked in adventure mode. And well, the title already tells you what it is. It's to choose your own fucking boss. So, what you're gonna want to do here, gonna go to battle mode, 2 players. You need 2 controllers hooked up, by the way, for this. Go to battle mode, 2 players. Pick your player 2, whoever you want to be the one to do the racing against the boss. We'll pick Dingo Dial. Simple. And then player 1's like to throw away. Who the fuck? I'm gonna pick Coco, but like you can pick whoever here. It doesn't matter here. You're gonna pick your racer later. I'll link the original video I found this from, so that you can get more detailed instructions on how to do this. I'm going to do this with the lab basement track here, because that's the one that I know, but you can do it with anyone. And like, you need to, they all require the same thing, but a little different. You'll need to go into the battle race, whatever, and you'll want to have one of the players win. And then depending on which track you pick, you'll have to retry a set number of times. For this track, it'll be 1 retry, but other tracks take a different amount. Alright, so lab basement. Alright, and this is where it's gonna sound like some bullshit you hear off the playground, like do this, this, and this, and like Sephiroth won't kill what's-her-face, Aerith or whatever. You're gonna want to set it to... Well, I don't think you have to actually do this part. The real thing comes in with who needs to win and what teams they're set on. But this is like the simplest way to do it. So you just set it to life limit mode. Set it to 3 lives. That is what I know to work. And you're going to set player 1 to yellow. And you're going to set player 2 to blue. And this part, you can set the weapons however you want, but this is just gonna be to help make it go by faster. Okay, you're going to start the battle. And then what you want to do when you're in the battle, you need to make sure player 2 wins, okay? So all you have to do is just pick up the controller, get a crate here, and then it's a very simple victory here. 1. Wait for it to recover. And 2. And boom. Okay, so first off, you see there's something weird going on here. There's only 2 racers. And clearly Dingo Dial won, but it says he's in 4th, and Coco is in 2nd. And it's acting like Coco won, even though she got destroyed here. Alright, that's weird. Let's press on though. Retry. Alright. you're gonna want to do the same thing. Alright. Now we have it set up. What you're gonna want to do now is go to change setup. And then you're not gonna change anything. You're gonna click start battle. And that's weird. Loaded me up into adventure mode. What's the deal with that?
Welcome
Yeah,
to the adventure
we
arena.
get it. Shut up. Alright. Now run straight to the save computer.
This is the load
Yeah,
save
come on.
screen.
And this is where your save file in adventure mode comes in. You want to load your save file that has at least one of the boss races unlocked. Because the requirement to do this is you need to, when you get to the adventure mode part of this trick, you need to load up and go into a boss race. I'm just gonna go here because it's simple. Ripperoo. Coco Bandicoot sounding like Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time. Alright. We're in the boss race, but we're by ourselves. That's weird. Also, interesting side note, I don't know if the original video mentioned this, but in this empty boss race, your weapon settings, and probably a lot of other settings, are the same as what you had set in battle mode. So I had it to where it only generates 3 rockets as the only weapon, and here it'll also do the same. 3 rockets as my only weapon. Okay, that's enough of that. Once you're here, you're gonna want to quit and go to the main menu. Alright, and once you get to the main menu, you should hear the boss race music playing. That lets you know that you are in. And all you need to do now is go to arcade mode, single, 1 player. I don't think the difficulty matters, but I'm gonna pick hard. Alright, pick the character you want to play as. I'm again gonna pick Coco, because Coco's great. And we had player 2 in the battle arena set to Dingo Dial. So if we're gonna do a boss race with Dingo Dial, how fitting would it be to just go to Dingo Canyon? His track. Alright, so I'm gonna make a cut there. I'm just gonna cut that race out, and I'm gonna upload it as its own video. But yeah, I just did a Dingo Dial boss race in this game. Pretty neat, huh? Alright, and now what we're going to do, I don't think it matters which one of these you choose, but I'm gonna go with that one, just because I know later on we're going to end up breaking this, so. Alright. And now you might be thinking to yourself, well, what if I want to erase another character as a boss? Do I have to go through the whole thing again? No. I'll show you. You want to go to arcade, and then you want to go to 2-player. Again, it doesn't matter. And what you want to do, you want to have player 2 pick a character. Simple. And then you're going to want to back out, and then go to 1-player. And now pick the character you want to play as. And then pick the track you want to play on. A very classic style boss race we're about to do. And then you just do it, and then you take a look and see. I don't know if I'm gonna upload these separate races before or after this tutorial video, but either way, you'll either know or you'll find out eventually. Boss race on this track is no joke, Jesus Christ. Alright. And now for the final bit of this. This next thing I'm gonna show you is actually going to like break the game a bit. And it'll probably put you in a position where you'll need to redo the whole process to get back to being able to do custom boss races like this. But whatever, it's fine. I'll show you this so that you can either get a good chuckle out of it or do it yourself and don't like accidentally do this and have to do the whole process yourself again. If you decide you want to take on this custom boss race shenanigans, what you're going to do is set it to 2 players. And this is going to be weird. Pick your characters, whoever the fuck, engine, and tiny, yeah, okay. And let's pick a short track actually. We're not gonna. This is going to be a boss race against Tiny, but it's going to be weird. Let's do Tiger Temple and not Tiny Arena. Tiger Temple's nice and short. Well, Tiny Arena's a little long. Alright. Now, keep in mind, I'm only going to be controlling the top. The top of this split screen that's about to happen, okay? I'm only controlling the top. There's no one here with me, so. And you'll notice that he's dishing out like crazy here. You pay attention to the bottom. You also see he's moving weird. Also, you just passed by like a shell of eraser. So the game, I guess when it's in this state, if you try to do a 2-player race, it does not know how to deal. If you take the second controller, then like you can't control anything. And whenever the second player goes past a lap, you'll notice that the lap counter doesn't change. He is permanently on lap 1. If you pay attention to the bottom view, you'll notice he is controlling in the manner that the AI does. And you can see how the AI cheats. They're fucking cheaters. They can do a power slide and they still go fucking straight. What a cheat. Does the game? Will the game count him in first if he passes me again? Oh yeah, well, okay. That's weird. Can't win. Also, the race doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna... Right here. Yeah, for... Tiny's chilling here for some reason. The game's, like, super busted right now. Tiny over there dropping files like it's nobody's business. And Tiny is stuck in this endless race. He'll never leave. I've only ever done this and finished first. What happens if I finish second? Is it gonna break? Eh. So yeah, also I didn't mention it, but like, we're the only two racing. Oh, and it just bumped into the weird Tiny. We're the only two racing, but Crash has been at the starting line on that mid-screen section there the whole time, and he's been being afflicted with stuff the whole time too. It's really weird. Tiny, what are you doing? Oh my god, Tiny, stop going into... What are you... Ooh. Oh my god! You're awful at this, I just passed you! Look at him power slide and go straight forward! What a cheat! The AI cheats! The AI cheats so bad. Fuck you, AI. Look at him go straight and get the power slide! Oh, that's crazy. But... yeah, so it's stuck here. And no matter what you do... well, I know if you go to the main menu, change level or change character, it breaks. What happens if we restart? I think it'll still break, but, I mean... it'll start... Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Neat. Oh, TNT now. I'll drop in TNT. What? That's not what? Tiny, you know you can just drop it, right? You don't have to throw it. It's okay. Alright, but no, once you start a broken two-player race like this, if you try to change character, change level, or whatever, you'll go to loading and it'll stop. And you'll be forced to restart the game. Reboot the game, and if you want to do the custom boss race stuff again, you'll have to go through that whole process, but... I gave you a pretty straightforward way on how to do it, so... I'll put a link in the description for the video that I found that shows this. Someone at the time of... I'm gonna date this, but whatever. At time of... uploading... or no, not uploading, I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. At time of recording this, the person who had uploaded the video that detailed this process uploaded it maybe a week beforehand. And it goes through, like, the finer details of, like, how many retries you need for what track, or, like, what teams to set that let you do this. There's another team color configuration that lets you do this, but this one was the easiest for me, because it was the first one I got this on with. So yeah. Custom boss races. Exciting, just in time for Nitro Fuel to come out in like 2 months.